It's the 6th. Jingle bells. There we go.
There we go.
All right. It is Wednesday morning, December 6th. And it was frosty out this morning. And I'm not by myself. I'm going to have Arlene come and join me. She's just getting organized. There she is.
Good morning.
We hope that you're all warm and cozy with your hot drink. Maybe cold drink. I don't know if you can be cozy with a cold drink.
Yeah, maybe some people.
In your pajamas. But anyway, thank you for joining us. We've got a bunch of stuff to show you.
Yeah.
It's another Wednesday. And Cynthia's not with us, but we hope she's having fun wherever she is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're wearing a New York shirt.
I am. I am wearing my new t-shirt that I went to New York City. This past weekend, I was lucky enough to be a parent volunteer to join my middle daughter, Rachel, who's 17, her class trip to New York City. So we rode on the bus. It's about 8 hours driving, but it was about 10 hours on the bus when you count the stops. And we got to see Christmas in New York, which is so busy, but wonderful and very, I don't know, there's just all those little things about New York that I wasn't expecting, but I really enjoyed. And it was surprising how much it was decorated, and the Rockefeller tree was all lit up, so we braved the crowds. And
yeah, she was showing me pictures yesterday, and there's a lot of crowds.
Yeah, you were shoulder to shoulder with strangers, wiggling your way through to try and get your good picture. We did as best as we could. And I kept to Rachel very close because I did not want to lose her in New York. So
you don't want to have Kevin lost in New York?
No.
That'd be terrible there.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
It would be. So, yeah, it was really good. Really, just a whole different life and culture in the city than what I'm used to in my small little rural Delhi area.
What? You didn't say country bumpkin?
I said that a lot. I was like, this is not my place. I am more in the country. But it was really, really good, and I definitely go again. So that's always a good thing. So
I bet you now when you're watching those Hallmark movies, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I was there."
I was there. Yeah, I already
remember that.
I already did that. We were watching a TV show the other day, and I said, "Rachel, we were there."
That's cool.
Yeah. So we rode the subway. We did a lot of walking, because it's easier to walk than taxi or bus it. So you just walk and you walk and you walk. But yeah, so it was really, really good. And my favorite part of the whole trip, hands down, would be going to Radio City Music Hall and seeing the Rockettes. That show was amazing. If anyone gets a chance to go. It was so good. I didn't want it to end. It was about an hour and a half long, and I was just sitting there, and when I could tell that it was ending, I was actually sad because I didn't want it to end. But it was really, really good. And that whole theater is amazing because it was built in the 30s, and they've kept up that same Art Deco vibe. And yeah, it's just really, really exciting to be there. So that's my favorite part. I'd go to New York again just to see that show.
Sounds like I want to see it.
Yeah. It was really, really good. So, yeah.
Very fun. Well, we're glad you made it back safe and sound.
Yes.
And so you said you had a long bus drive.
And I was going to share with you all what I did in that long bus ride. I decided to take some handwork, some wool. And so I took this little project.
I guess I should.
Yeah, we'll go lower. I took this little project, and it's not done yet. I didn't get it done. It's going to be a little table runner for Christmas. And so I just sat there and did blanket stitches with the wool with embroidery floss all the way around every shape. At home, I pre-fused it, so I didn't have to worry about losing any little pieces. They were all sticking pretty good. And I just sat there on the bus with my needle and thread and stitched away, because you don't have to think about your stitching too much with wool. It's not like counted cross stitch where you have to really pay attention to a pattern or and I just do regular blanket stitch all across the board. So other than trying to keep your stitches a little bit even, which on a bumpy bus is not always easy to do, and the lighting was not always the best, but I had fun, and it made me feel like I was being useful in that time. So I really quite enjoyed this. So I thought I would show you some other projects of wool. I would consider myself very much a wool beginner. I am not experienced with wool, but it's kind of become my new favorite thing to do if you're just sitting watching a movie or something like that. So I thought I would show you all what else can be done. So I did this. This was my very first project with wool. And again, it's just a little table topper. Yeah,
it's cute.
I really enjoyed doing it, and this was kind of what got me started. Like, I can do this. I've had this pattern for years sitting there, and I thought one day it's time to work on this wool project. So this is just flannel, black flannel, and then the wool piece is cut out. And you can use fusible, anything, whatever your favorite fusible is, or, which I've been doing for my smaller projects like this one, you can staple. And you just, I don't know if you can see that, but I put 2 staples in this because you can just take those staples out. It's just like pinning.
Just be very careful, right?
Just be very careful when you take them out. But you can staple these pieces. So even this one, I could have stapled all these pieces, did my stitching, and then taken the staples right back out.
I can see how for travel that would be good because you would lose pins or you're poking yourself or, you know, it's not the best idea.
Yeah, so that was Cynthia that gave me that hint. Just staple them and very carefully remove those staples. So that's something you can do at home before you go. And I just got a little pouch. I put a couple needles in case I lost a needle. Put the thread I needed. Put my little instructions in and your project. And it was just this little pouch I had in my backpack. And I just pulled it out when I got a little bored on the bus and worked away on it. So I thought I would show you how to do the basic blanket stitch. So this is a little kit that we sell here. And this little kit for this Christmas ornament is only $8.50. And for $8.50, like, you even get the little piece you need to hang it, like your little fish wire.
Oh, on the tree.
You get your thread. You get all the shapes pre-cut. They're not pre-fused, but again, just get your stapler out. You get all your shapes, even the tiny little, like the carrot nose and the little stars. And you get your instructions. So there's different instructions on how to layer it to give you the look, and your basic sewing instructions. And again, this is like art, right? So if there's a piece you don't like, don't do it. You can have fun in your own way. So I thought I would just show you the basic blanket stitch. If I can do it on screen here. So I go from the left to the right, but you can go, I go left to right, but you can go the opposite too, depending which shape you're stitching.
Or depending on if you're right or left-handed, right?
Yeah. So I just started on the back by doing a little knot, and then I come up. And what you want to do, I lay the thread towards my right. And then I'll take my needle, and I just evenly spaced from the last one. I'm hoping you can all see that. I go in and then all the way to the back and then up. So there's my needle, and you want this thread behind your needle. Behind your needle. Then you pull through, and there's your blanket stitch. And that's all it is.
It's just repetitive.
It's just repetitive. You're just sewing those layers down together. So you would see, sometimes you see it there, sometimes you don't, but as long as you've got it in there, depending how thick your layers are, and there's your blanket stitch. So, I mean, you can be very picky with your spacing and your stitch lengths. I'm not that picky because I just want to have fun. So
you're not a picky wiki?
I'm not. So I just stitch and I have fun. And in the grand scheme of thing, it always still looks beautiful.
Well, we're always too hard on our projects, right?
Yes.
We look at it and be like, oh, that didn't turn out. But
so there I just did like 4 stitches. And you just work. So I would work all the way across, go down to the bottom, do that little knot, and I'd switch colors and grab my next piece. I think this one maybe goes here, and I would stitch that one down. And you're just building the layers up and creating this little snowman. So it's something very simple if you like handwork that you can work away at. Like I said, you don't have to think too much about it. Like, you can have a conversation, you can watch TV, you can be on a bus traveling to New York. And
that sounds fun.
and you're not really, you don't have to think too much. Like, some of the embroidery and cross stitch and things like that, you really have to concentrate. This one you don't. So,
and at the end, you've got a nice little thing that you can put on your tree or put on a gift when you're gift wrapping.
That's right.
People like to embellish their gift wrapping skills.
Yeah. And one thing I already know, that when I get this project finished, every time I look at it, I'm going to be thinking of my bus trip to New York. So that's kind of fun too, that it'll also hold that memory of sitting on a bus for 10 hours with my daughter as she teased me a lot, but that's okay. We had a great time. So yeah.
Well, that is good memories, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're learning a new skill and perfecting it in the process, right?
That's right.
Well, thanks for that demo.
Yeah, we do have some other wool kits if you are interested in trying it out, because a little kit like that would be a great opportunity just to try it out without working too hard at it. So this time of the year, of course, everyone's thinking little Christmas gifts. So we do have these little ornaments. Like, there's 3 in there for $17. Again, those ones are pre-cut. Everything's included. Your instructions, all the shapes, the thread, everything's there.
I like how the little circles are already cut out. You don't have to
Already,
stress
yes.
about that.
Yes.
It'll be perfect.
So then there's little gingerbread and little gingerbread with trees. So again, even this one has the beads even. So if you wanted to give wool a try, this is a great chance, and you can embellish a little gift or add it to a bottle of wine for house gift, anything, right?
Well, somebody said a stocking stuffer.
Perfect, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that there's been grandmas come in and want to do something with their kids. Mm-hmm. So that could be maybe a blanket stitch. I think anyone can really do it.
Anyone could learn it, yeah.
Yeah. You can operate a Game Boy, you can operate a blanket stitch.
So this is a different one. Now this one is $29.95. It makes 6 ornaments. This one you do have to cut out a bit. So the instructions on the cutting would be there. But it's, again, really, really not hard to take the time to cut it out. And if you were taking it to travel, I would do the cutting out before you left. Have it all prepped, ready to go, and then just stitch away. Now I see this one is embroidery floss. So with the 6 strands, I used 3. So I would cut a piece and then split it. I used 3 strands. That worked for me. But again, there's no rules. You're the artist. Do what you're happy with. And then here's the little guy that I was just working on. So he's $8.50.
Oh,
everything's there.
A lot of people will be traveling, spending time in a plane, airport, car, even waiting for a family to arrive.
Exactly. Like a little pouch like that. A little zippered pouch, and just sitting in the doctor's office, you could stay busy. So here's a little bit bigger. He's a snowman too. Again, pre-cut. Here's the background pieces. There's your thread. Everything's there for you. And this one is $25. So this would be a little bit more of a piece of art to decorate your home. And then if you want to think ahead and not be so Christmassy, we do have these little table runner ideas that would be good. When you put your Christmas stuff away, you still have something new to put on your coffee table or your kitchen table. And this is a cute little pillow for spring. So again, you can keep it simple. There is more fancier stitches, but I like just doing the basic blanket stitch, and I enjoy it. It's quite fun.
Okay.
And of course, we do sell the wool. And I brought bright colors because I think quite often people think of wool as very like homespun, a little bit more dull colors. But we do have very bright, fun colors. So take those patterns and pick your own colors and make it suit what you like, and you can have a lot of fun with wool. We have lots more in stock too. And when we have a big piece of wool like this, it is 8 cents a square inch, but you do not need to buy this big piece. We are happy to cut out the little square that you need. If you just need like a little 3x2 piece, we will cut that out for you.
Yeah, and you can pick different colors and get on your way with your project.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have some other things that we wanted to get through. January's coming up. I know we're just barely hit December. But we do have the January placemat panel. I guess I should show that a little bit better. There's 6 on a panel for $18.50. And, you know, they're all packaged like that. So if you wanted to... They're more winter. You could keep them out for longer than...
Yeah. And there's only 3 left of those. That is all we have. So
okay.
If you're interested, give us a call or an email.
And then we still have the little $5 celebration panels. I was trying to come up with the words. So there's the Christmas ones. I think these are the only 2 that we have. And then there's a January one. That's the last one of that.
Yeah.
And then we were just going to show you the print that goes with the January little panel.
And I just thought January sometimes gets overlooked, and New Year's, you put your Christmas stuff away and your house looks empty again.
Yes.
Make some fun table runners or placemats for New Year's.
Yeah, it could be creative. Mm-hmm. It could be napkins.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
All kinds of things.
All right. So last week we showed you the fun, I think it was last week, maybe the week before, we showed you the fun pot holders that Tammy demoed how to make the binding wrap around to the front.
The self-binding, yep.
And this week we have a coordinating apron.
So it's
this
Country
apron,
Market.
yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it's the kind
Maybe
where
you step back a bit.
if you go to the front and then their tie is long enough that you can tie it at the front.
So it's like a half apron, not the full bib style.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the bib, because sometimes that gets uncomfortable, the half ones are nice because they still go up high enough that you can cover.
When you're leaning on the counter doing dishes, you don't get...
or rolling out your pie down. Yeah. And so how much are those kits?
Those kits are $14 and they are ready to go. So if you're interested, let us know.
Okay. Those are fun.
And then last year we had these flannel panels. You might remember seeing them. With all the cute little snowmen.
Oh, the bottom is folded up. There we go.
It's cozy, soft flannel. So we have 2 of these left. And we have 2 patterns left. So if you are interested in the panel, you will get the pattern for free. So that's a fun little deal. We only have 2 available, but you'll get the free pattern with the panel. And we do have a little bit of coordinating flannel left with this line, but we can help you pick any fabric to go with it. So if you're interested in the last 2 panels, you get the free pattern.
Okay. Great. Shall we show some fabric?
I think so.
Okay. We have Shabby by Riley Blake. We have a bunch of colors. And they have like these little areas that are shaded. And they're kind of shabby looking, I guess. But they're really neat to mix in or to do a whole project out of.
And the colors are so vibrant and pretty. And they just work well with when you're trying to match those colors.
Yeah, look at that. Like, that's very fun. And they have a million colors, too. That's kind of like a cherry red. Mm-hmm. They're just nice to match in and do stuff with. Yeah, I started backwards, didn't I?
That's okay.
That's an orange. Oops. Another green. More of a pine. Sometimes you're just looking for that color to just add a little bit of something. There's red.
That's a good, like, Christmas red, like a true red.
And this is more like a...
kind of a tealy green. It's like your sweater.
Yes. So I see a lot of Christmases kind of headed that way anymore. There's like more of a minty. More of like a taupe.
That's a nice color too. A lot of people are going a little bit more neutral.
Coral. I say that one's sunshine. And we hope to get some sunshine today.
Yes, that would be nice.
Okay, and then you have something different on your side.
I do. So
similar.
I have from Riley Blake, the Shades line. So very similar. We just got a few colors in on these to add to our color wall.
Yeah, they're almost like when you're coloring with crayons. You know what I mean? Like you get the little variations.
There's a nice bright red.
It's a very nice bright red.
and a good Christmas green, like a pine green.
Mm-hmm.
So there's those ones by Riley Blake, and they are $16 a yard. And then we have a few of the dry brush, which we've had before, and we love the dry brush. So we brought in a few more colors of that. So there's a burgundy.
Now these are from Wilmington, so they're not Riley Blake.
Yeah, and these are $16 a yard also. This one's a blue, but it gives that blue jean look.
Mm-hmm.
And a soft yellow.
Butter or popcorn.
And an even softer yellow.
Butter and popcorn.
Yeah. And then we did get one dry brush wide back. Which I think we've had this one before, and it sold out right away. So this one's a gray wide back dry brush. So this one's 108 inches wide.
And this one's 27 a yard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You want to do some show and tell?
Yeah, let's do some show and tell. We'll just wait for Arlene to get set up. We always love when you bring in show and tell, especially this time of year when people are getting things ready for Christmas. That's fun to see. So this is Betty Ann and her, I forget what she called it, but it's like a work of art, basically. Stunning. There's so much to see. And she said you had to look at it sideways so you got the full effect.
Oh.
She worked on that for a while. Turned out really nice, Betty Ann. And that's Lucy. She was in her beginner class and finished a project on her own. Nice and colorful. And that's Joan. And I must have missed this the day she was here, but there's lots of little flying geese in that one. It looks great. And that's Janet. She bought that star fabric a while ago. We showed it on her Wednesday morning, and she thought it was perfect for her train embroidery, and she finished her pillow. So we think it looks good. Diane. I was drawing a blank for a second. She finished this. This is a really big queen size, and she quilted it on the long arm herself. It turned out really nice. And this is Annette. She sent this picture in. It's a skiing theme, which is very cool. Nice job on that. And then we also finished our final set of beginner classes. So this was the last day last week, and these are different variations of that warmth of our stars pattern. And they were all very happy to, I think, have accomplished this. Now I will say that we have another set of classes starting in January. It's up on the website already, so if you know of a friend or somebody who wanted to take it, or you yourself, we're taking names for that already. They just turned out really good. And they're always different and unique. So while Arlene's over there, we're going to show you some more jewelry. And I want to remind you that they are still 25% off. Do you want me to
switch it?
Okay, I'm going to switch. So I'm going to show the typewriter key earrings. These are regular 52, now 39. And so they're made with antique typewriter keys, and they're just really neat. So they'll all be different. The ones that we have say shift key and ribbon key. The next one I have is the double cross earring. Oops, my tag got tangled in there, but it's like a two-piece, your crosses move. Not showing that very well. They're getting tangled. So it has a beautifully detailed floral etched cross paired with a jagged edge cross featuring a sacred heart. They're a mixed metal, and the overall length is 2 1/4 inches. They're regular 36, now they're 27. And then I have the vintage double dangle earrings. Now I have these in different metals. So these are domed coin double dangle earrings made from vintage coins around the world. So I have those brass ones, I have silver, and I also have a mixed metal. So those are regular 38, now 28.50. And the ones on the screen are the silver ones. Then I have Angels Watching Over Me earrings. And they're cute with the little watch faces and the little angel with the Austrian crystal. These are 1.5 inches long, regular 52, and they're 39 now. Where's my other? Oh, here. These are cute. And these have a fun name. Meow is not the time. So there's a little cat face with the Austrian crystal for the nose. And this is for avid cat lovers. There's lots of those. And they are regular 52, now 39. And then moving on to bracelets. I have a Mercury dime bracelet. And Mercury dimes were minted between 1916 to 1945, and they're 90% silver. So they're 8 gently domed dimes, and the bracelet is 7.25 inches in size, and regular $120, and now $90. So that's a very interesting little bracelet. Then I have an antique button bracelet. They're brass picture buttons from the Victorian era, 1870 to 1918. And they're kind of little discs that are stamped from images taken from anything from opera to children's books. And the bracelet is approximately 7.25 inches long. The buttons are kind of all different. And regular 120, now 90. So they're really neat to kind of look at. And then I have now 3 of the same. These are, let me see, the World Traveler domed coin bracelet. So one is the mixed metal, and then I have 2 in silver. They're regular 85, and now they are 63.75. So they're basically just hand-selected vintage coins from different places around the world. And, you know, they're great for somebody who likes to travel, somebody who likes to wear unique jewelry. And the size of that bracelet is approximately 7.25 inches. And then I have 2 necklaces. Where are we here?
World Traveler.
A World Traveler coin necklace. It is also made from vintage coins from around the world, and they are mixed metal. And it's 22 inches long. Regular price is $65. It is now $48.75. So that'd be a nice statement piece to wear. And then the last necklace is the bee movement necklace. So it's got the body of the bee is the workings of a watch. And the bee movement necklace is made of solid brass and vintage watch movement with little rubies in it. Available, I think this is the 16-inch length. Regular $78, now $58.50. So the little bee is really cute. So they are on our website still, and I think the discount is not reflected on the website. I might have to change that. But they're definitely still 25% off. Okay.
And I think we'll talk about the quilt behind us.
All right, go for it.
So this is the plaid pines pattern from Lori Holt, but we did it in Christmas fabric to give that scrappy
Crappy.
Scrappy Christmas.
It is not crappy. It's a nice quilt.
Scrappy Christmas look, because we thought all the fabrics together would be a lot of fun. So this quilt is 72 by 80, and the kit is 195, and that's everything for the top and your binding.
Mm-hmm. And the ruler is also included because you need to have the special ruler?
Yes. So the ruler is included in that kit, and the pattern and all the fabric. So, yeah. I think it's a fun quilt.
It is. We get lots of remarks because we have it hanging by the front door right now.
Yes. And people like that I just said that word on TV me for everyone to hear.
Bloopers, come on.
Of course it's me, though. I think you've been on it for how many years and never said that word?
It's all right.
Oh, well.
I was gonna
laugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sometimes people want just the pattern and the ruler. There are some more on order, so you can call and put your name on the list if you're still looking for that. Mm-hmm. Somebody asked about the jewelry. When these pieces of jewelry sold, that's it. Like we're not ordering more in. This is kind of one time.
Yeah, they're very unique pieces. So yeah.
But we thank you for your interest. It would be great pieces for Christmas shopping.
You should do a blooper show. Yeah, it would be all Arlene on it.
No, it would not. Would not.
I think the only blooper you have done is when you tried to put the iron.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That one made me laugh. But anyways, so if you're interested in anything you saw today, you can email Tammy, Tami, at cherishedpieces.com or Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com. And we are checking the emails a lot.
Oh yeah, Stuff My Stocking is still going. Today is day 9. Today is a 2-yard cut of tone-on tones. Whites.
Of white, yeah.
Yeah, so, those are always nice to add into your stash. So
and it's a full 2 yards. It's not in half-yard cuts or anything. Yeah. It's a full 2 yards of the same pattern, so you can use it in a project for a great price.
Mm-hmm. So. I think we still have clappers available if you missed that. And then yesterday's day, the nail decals and the lip balm.
Yeah.
But other than that, we've been sold out.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's been really good.
All right. Well, I think that ends our show. No show and tell this week, just because I'm not able to write names down.
Door prizes.
Door prize. Sorry. Saying the wrong thing again.
It's okay. Great. I think it's time to go. She needs her tea. No, it's been really good. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a good week. Hopefully you're getting further on in your Christmas decorating and baking and
sewing.
And all those fun things.
Yeah.
But have a great week.